Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's me, Bob Phillips, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to crack a bullwhip. So for those of you who've been paying attention to my channel, you'll know that I've actually been uploading a lot of shorts featuring me cracking a whip, doing some combos, and some fun stuff with the whip. It's a hobby I've been doing for a while, and today I'm going to teach you how to partake in it. And the whip crack I'm going to be showing you today is the very basic, very simple Cattleman's crack. Guys, I think the Cattleman's crack is probably the most fundamental crack that anyone can use, anyone can learn. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be the first whip crack that someone would learn when they want to get into the hobby, because it is probably the most important. When people think of cracking a whip, that's probably the first move that comes to your mind. In fact, Indiana Jones, when he uses his whip for the first time in the movie series, he uses the Cattleman's crack to disarm the guy when he's about to be shot in the back, draws his whip, does the Cattleman crack. I'm going to be showing you guys that movement today. It's fundamental, basic, and it's crucial if you want to get into this hobby, because not only can you use it by itself, but you can also use it in combination moves, and it's very helpful. In addition to showing you how to do this, I'm also going to show you the proper way to hold the whip. This is the way that I was taught. This is the way that it's the most efficient. You can get the better cracks out of it, better control. So let's just jump right into this. So guys, I got my 6-foot whip. It's not the best whip, but it's my whip, and I love it. I can get a lot of fun out of it. Anyway, that's besides the point. Guys, so here we have the whip. It might seem tempting to want to grab it like this, like it's a lightsaber or it's a hilt. It's comfortable, sure, but you're not really going to get the best sort of cracks from it. I have found that when you hold the whip here at the bottom, around this bottom knot, you can get much better cracks and a much better control over it. And also, it might seem tempting to hold the whip in a way that it droops like this, so it's not going against the grain, when in actuality, you can get better cracks if you're holding it like so. Let me back up to show you. This might look aesthetic and more comfortable, but in actuality, the better cracks are gonna come when you're going against the grain, when the whip is more erect. You can do a lot more with it like that. So guys, now that we've learned how to hold the whip, I'm gonna show you how to do the Cattleman's crack. Let me give a basic demonstration on the Cattleman's crack. This is the Cattleman's crack. That's how you do it. So guys, this is going to be the proper technique on how to do the Cattleman's crack based off of how I was taught. But like I said, we're not gonna be holding the whip like this. We're gonna hold the whip like this. I'm assuming you've got your whip with you, so grab it like so. You don't want a little more resistance, a little more firmness, a little more erect. You're gonna get the better cracks that way. So basically, here's the movement that I want you guys to do. I want you to bring the whip up so it's fully extended. You want the whip to be fully extended, and then you're just gonna simply bring it back down. Now, a lot of people always have the motion in mind to flex up and then rigidly like slam it. You do not want to do that, because you could hit yourself in the face. I'm not gonna do it, but sometimes people have the idea of just doing like the locker room towel, the up, down, up, down. Don't do that, you will hit yourself in the face. And another thing, I don't want you guys to run into this problem. Don't think that you need to bring it up and slam it down. Not necessary. Basically, the motion is you're gonna bring it up so the whip is extended, and then you're just gonna let the elbow joint just come down. You're gonna raise it up, and that elbow joint is gonna come down. Raise it up and down. Raise it up and down. Up and down. Guys, the mechanics of this, it's a little hard to explain. Maybe I should back up a little more so you can see it fully. You're gonna want the whip to be extended in such a way that when you bring it down, it makes a motion like so. Like a, I don't know, a C shape. It's gonna go up like that. Maybe back up to get a better view. So the whip will go up like that. You want it extended, so when you bring it down, it makes the loop, and when it's down, it cracks. So up. So guys, I'm gonna do this in slow motion for you so you can see how it's supposed to look, the mechanics of it, and then you can mimic it. So we're gonna do this in slow motion. So notice how the whip is unfolding and it's extended in such a way that by the time I bring it back down, that's when it makes the looping shape, okay? So when it's extended and then you bring it back down, that's when the shape unfolds and that's when it breaks the sound barrier. Now guys, I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Forget the airplanes in the background, I'm still gonna give you the pro tip. I'm gonna give you a pro tip that I learned on my own that'll really help your whip form. So chances are you're not gonna be in front of a mirror because this is mostly an outdoor activity. So if you wanna crack a whip and be able to correct your form or to really watch yourself, see what you're doing wrong, I suggest you do it in the sun. You'll be able to do it in an open area where it casts a shadow, and position yourself in such a way that your shadow is parallel to you so you can look and watch. So let's say the sun is over there and it's casting a shadow down here. You can watch the shadow of your form and you'll be able to see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. And you'll also be able to see the whip as it's being extended, and then you'll kind of be able to get a gauge onto when to bring it back down. Also, there's no shame in watching yourself do the whip as it's going up. Watch, down, watch. There's no shame in doing that at all. It's not against the rules to watch yourself or to watch the whip go up and then bring it back down, or to look at your shadow. Guys, I think looking at your shadow can also really help. So, as a reminder, guys, here's what we're not supposed to do when doing the Cattleman's crack. We're not gonna do the old school locker room, wachoo, 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 no. And we're not going to bring it up and then slam it down. That's not necessary. It doesn't even help, and to be honest, it distorts the whip. You could damage the whip. Because believe it or not, whips do get wear and tear. Again, the motion is very simple. You take the whip, bring it up, and then your arm just goes down. Mind you, you're not doing this. It's, you bring it up and down. Bring your arm up, and then you just have the elbow go down. Slow motion. Forget the airplanes, we're still doing this. Going up and down. Up, down. But arms going up. The elbows and wrists are going down like so. So it's gonna be up and down. Up and down. Remember guys, it's not gonna happen overnight. Repetition is everything. Eventually, you'll be able to get it. And what starts out as a little tiny poof will eventually turn into that, and that will turn into an actual crack. Well guys, I think that about wraps it up. That is how to do the Cattleman's crack. Remember, how do you hold the whip? Not like this, but like this. Okay? How do we not do it? We don't go like this and slam it down. Not cool. And we definitely don't do the locker room. You will hit yourself in the face. I've done that. Indiana Jones has done that. And now as an outro, I'm just gonna demonstrate some cool cracks with my 10-foot whip. So hope you guys enjoy this. Anyway guys, I'm Bob Phillips. That's how to do the Cattleman's crack. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram. That's Bob Phillips Official. I'll have that linked in the description below. And guys, if you have any more future video suggestions, if you want to know how to do certain whip cracks, comment below. I'll be more than happy on how to teach you what I've learned thus far. Guys, thank you for watching. And remember, subscribe.